the Los Angeles Lakers have a huge problem they got to deal with. But right before we get into that, let me go and reintroduce myself. It is your boy Edwin from NBA Talk, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. I'm sure you guys saw the season debut between the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers, and while it was a good game and there are some good notes and good things to take from it, it definitely has confirmed a fear we all have, and it needs to be addressed. The Los Angeles Lakers cannot shoot threes. They don't shoot well from the outside. If you watch the game from beginning to end, you actually know that in the first, well, not the first quarter alone, but the Los Angeles Lakers missed their first 15, one more time for the people in the back, 15 three-pointers consecutively. They were 0 of 15 from the three-point range until they finally hit one. They cannot shoot the ball. In today's NBA, you must be able to shoot. That is the only way you can even, compete with anybody like the Warriors, the Rockets, or anything like that. A lot of people have the Lakers as the top 3 seed in the West, and honestly, I just don't see it. They can't shoot well enough. They run the fast break like hell. They have a great pace of play, and you could argue maybe that might be able to offset, the difference, between shooting between their team and whoever their opponent is. But I really don't see it. I really don't see it. Like, at the end of the day, 3 points is better than 2. That's just basic math. I mean, their best shooter is who? Josh Hart, KCP, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and those are, they're not bad. I mean, those two are solid shooters. But the only 3-point shooters they really have is what? Like I said, Josh Hart, KCP, maybe Kyle Kuzma. And they're not elite shooters. They're good. Like, they're decent shooters. You know what I mean? Those aren't definitely not shooters that you want to sit there and say, oh, I'm kicking to them every night. Or they're deep threats. You know what I mean? They're not really that. That's not what they really are. You know what I mean? And that's just, they need to make a move at a trade deadline, honestly. If they really want hopes to make this season a success and go as far as they can right now, at the trade deadline, they got to move somebody. Somebody got to get moved. They need shooting. They have a lot of playmakers. LeBron, playmaker. Rondo, playmaker. Lonzo Ball, playmaker. Brandon Ingram, playmaker. Lance Stevenson, playmaker. You see what I'm saying? They have a lot of people who do the same thing. Everybody can't be a playmaker. If LeBron's dribbling at the court and Rondo's on the floor, what is Rondo doing? Rondo's 100% useless. If Rondo's dribbling up the court and if Rajon Rondo is dribbling the ball up the court, what is Lonzo to you? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? They all have too many pieces that need the ball. Honestly, at the trade deadline, I could see them either moving Lonzo or moving Rondo for shooters. Maybe not Rondo, because LeBron does have trust in him and LeBron does want to play off the ball. But I could definitely see Lonzo or maybe Lance or maybe somebody of that nature being moved for some shooters. I mean, they really need it. They really need it. There's no way they're going to get far in the playoffs or have a great season without shooters. When LeBron drives to the basket, he's kicking it out to who? And he can't kick it out to himself. LeBron is a decent shooter. But, I mean, LeBron likes to dribble up the court, see what's going on, survey the court, drive to the basket and kick out for a wide open 3. You know what I mean? He's over the last few years, he's led the NBA in assists to 3-pointers. Everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Everywhere LeBron has went, for the most part, except with the exception of maybe his first few years in Cleveland when he first got into the NBA in 2003. But aside, he's had shooters everywhere he went. Okay, Miami, who do he have? Oh, Ray Allen, probably one of the greatest shooters of NBA history. Oh, he had Mike Miller. Oh, Shane Battier. At some point in time, Chris Bosh became a respectable 3-point shooter. Sorry about that. At some point in time, Chris Bosh ended up becoming a great 3-point shooter. You know what I mean? So, look at Cleveland. Oh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. Oh, Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith. Shooters, Channing Frye. Shooters. This Lakers team doesn't have any shooters. Lonzo Ball can't buy a 3. Rondo can't buy a 3. Brandon Ingram, You know what I mean? I understand that it's only game 1 of the NBA season, and you should never really take that too seriously. But at the end of the day, it spoke volumes. When you're down in the fourth quarter and the game is like it's like a considerable distance between you and the opponent. In other words, you're down by maybe like 8, anywhere between like 8 and 15 points, and you're down in the fourth quarter by about that much. The only way you're getting back into that game is if you shoot 3s. You're not going to consistently get to the paint and score. You know what I mean? And even if you could, there's just no way you'll be able to do that alongside being able to play defense as well, unless you're like a locked-up team. You know what I mean? So they need to get some shooters in order to close out games. That was very apparent to me in the game against Portland. They just weren't able to. They weren't able to get back into the game. They had no shooters. So that is the problem with the Los Angeles Lakers. That is what I feel. I feel they need to make a move. I feel like they need to make a move, and when they do that, they'll definitely have a bigger threat. I personally, to me, they're probably going to be maybe a 5 seed, 6 seed in the West. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. It is your boy Edwin signing off from NBA Talk. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.